All right. It looks like we're up and running. So before we get going, I did want to talk to you guys about something very important to me. A few weeks back, I was getting ready for Thanksgiving and kind of lamenting on how much I'm going to enjoy these deviled eggs. And I learned something critical about Jason.
Oh, no.
Yes. We may have to disown him. I'm sad to say. He does not like deviled eggs, but that's not the deepest part. The most disturbing part. He doesn't like mayonnaise. It goes deeper.
Or ranch. Or
ranch,
sour cream.
Or was it tzatziki sauce? Anything that's white.
White.
What's going on?
I'm
there?
white.
Okay. I don't have an aversion to mayonnaise, but I too do not like deviled eggs.
I was about to say I also do not like deviled eggs.
Oh, they're amazing. Oh,
we gotta abandon all of them.
I'm outnumbered. We're outnumbered.
Oh my, how the tables have turned.
Oh God. Okay. we're outnumbered over here. But still, what the white sauce thing gets me. What's the component behind it? Is it the visual of it or?
No, it's actually nothing to do. It's just how it's just an easy rule of thumb.
It limits the things that I can make for dinner because it can't have mayonnaise or sour cream in it.
Wendy asked a really important thing. What about icing?
Oh, that's a good question.
Icing's fine. Icing's fine.
So it's just like savory sauces then?
Maybe.
Like,
I'm not certain.
Like dessert stuff's okay?
Mostly, I think. I can't think of anything bad.
I don't get this. Well, I know we've been playing for a few years, but we might want to get going so I don't have to kick you out of our friends group for not liking all these white sauces. It's so disturbing.
I apologize for being disturbing.
Okay, one more question. Yarn's asking Alfredo. Alfredo sauce.
Alfredo's fine. Alfredo's fine.
It gets a pass.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Because it's got cheese in it.
Because it's cheesy. It doesn't have a weird flavor.
Okay, the cheese is what gets it through.
Like, look, the thing is like I like things that taste good, and those things you described don't.
They taste amazing.
Whoa.
Oh,
So what I'm hearing is the entire party is about to kill this orc real quick.
It's not looking good.
All right.
I may just happen to turn the other way and not heal him.
Ouch. I see how it is.
All right. Well, you guys have been through months of rigorous training as fresh recruits for the Edgewatch. You're not going to be any kind of basic guard. You were handpicked to be the best of the best. You can tell by you actively swishing your mice around that you want to be constantly active, right? Now, you are the best of the best of the new recruits, and you are specifically tasked with joining the Edgewatch here, a temporary group of guards that have the job of keeping order, investigating crimes, and just keeping peace in the Precipice Quarter, which was just recently rebuilt for the upcoming Radiant Festival, which is pretty exciting. Right now, you guys are all in the bullpen of your brand new headquarters. It's packed with noise and new recruits, old veterans alike, getting assigned to their teams. And you guys are waiting around as throughout the day, people are getting called off and grouped up into groups of 3 or 4 and sent out on tasks. After a while, Sergeant Olo starts calling your guys' names out. Second here. Gonna find the tab here. There we go. He calls out Agent Wren, Agent Stockland, Agent Moonshadow.
Do we stop hearing them?
Yeah, I can't hear anything from Jared.
Oh, you can't hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, same.
Can you hear me now?
No.
Yes.
All right. Where'd I lose you?
They're calling
out names.
Yeah, okay. You hear Agent Wren, Agent Moonshadow, Agent, I think it's Bleak. Is it Bleak?
Yep.
Bleak. And what's the witch's name?
Godfrey Stocklin.
Agent Stocklin. That's kind of a little bit of a callback there. He calls you over, and you all move up to his desk, stand at attention. And he walks down the line, looking over your uniforms, kind of spreading out some wrinkles as he sees them. He goes up to Belmont Wren and adjusts his badge a little bit, straightens it out. Looking good, son. And Belmont, what do you look like? Tell us about yourself as he crouches down to adjust your badge.
I am a Shuni champion. I'm just wearing a breastplate underneath of my guard uniform. White fur with black ears and a black snout. Scar over the eye, and just looks happy as hell to be there.
And Shuni is a newer race for Pathfinder, so tell us about Shuni. What is a Shuni?
A Shuni is a small bipedal creature that looks like an anthropomorphic pug.
A little pug man.
Little pug man.
All right. He moves over to Godfrey. Talk to us about Godfrey.
Godfrey's a human in his late 20s. He looks like, and I'm gonna kind of steal this casting idea from the Glass Cannon podcast, but he's played by Martin Freeman, like from Sherlock, playing Watson, and like the full like with a bowler hat, mustache, and yeah, like full on Watson from Sherlock.
Okay. Moving down the line, he goes over to our friendly neighborhood orc, looks down. Make sure you shine those boots a little better next time. What's your character look like?
Basically, he doesn't look as like, he looks fairly like put together for an orc. He seems to have taken to heart putting on the uniform and everything like that. His cat, his jaguar nearby, is probably just sitting calmly in the back somewhere, lazing in the sun patch. He's got like a breastplate on. He definitely looks like pretty buff, but from some of the stuff you could see on him, you could tell he's a fan of the outdoors and everything.
Awesome. Go ahead.
Like basically his weapons are eclectic. He's got like a strange dagger and a hammer, like a smaller hammer, and the other like kind of looped around his belt.
Awesome. And he goes over to Agent Moonshadow. Talk to us about Agent Moonshadow.
Inara is taller. She's an elf. Kind of pale. She doesn't like to go out in daylight much. Hence last name Moonshadow. She also has longer blonde hair that she tries to keep down, so for her own personal reasons. She's kind of thinner, like a good breeze might knock her over.
Okay, awesome. All right, group, you're looking pretty sharp. Oh, Sean just reloaded there. You guys are looking pretty sharp. Just get ready for the lieutenant. You've heard about him. Just give him a yes, sir. Everything will be fine. Just wait here. After a few moments go by, a group is rushed out of the lieutenant's room quite quickly. And you hear the lieutenant shout out, "Send the next group of shit fucks in here." And you see the sergeant kind of roll his eyes. He's a stocky little dwarf that probably has lived more than a human lifetime on the force alone. He just kind of gestures for you to go in. As you guys make your way into the lieutenant's room, Lieutenant Grospek Lavarasus, the lieutenant rises from behind his desk, glaring out from beneath brooding brows as he silently studies his new agents. Let me show you what he looks like. right quick. There you go. That's the sergeant or the lieutenant for you.
Handsome fellow.
Yeah, right?
Looks like he needs to lay off the deviled eggs.
Hey. He takes that from me. Yarn, for you, it's the guy below the middle camera. That's the actual picture on the stream of the lieutenant there. After a long moment, he shakes his head, muttering, "Unbelievable." He pulls his well-chewed cigar from his mouth and gestures disdainfully. This unlit cigar. This year's Radiant Festival is the most ambitious peacetime undertaking the city's seen. The Edgewatch is responsible for the safety of thousands. I told the council I needed the best of the best, and instead they send me you. A bunch of rookies so green you practically got gills. Did you pin those badges on yourself, or did Sergeant Olo have to do it for you? You look about as useful as a fart in a swarm suit. Abadar only knows what sin I committed to deserve you, but we work with what we're given. You do what you're told, learn from the veterans, and maybe you'll come out of this proper guards. But if I catch you shirking work or tarnishing the reputation of this precinct, I'll bounce you out of here so hard you'll land in Absolam Harbor. Clear? And he doesn't actually wait for your response. He speaks right over you. Here's your first assignment. A bunch of dung-heeled wannabe adventurers are smashing up the Tipsy Tengu. Clean it up, book them or find them, just don't kill anybody. He shuffles to some of his paperwork on his desk. Well, you want me to hold your hand on the way? Get going. Dismissed. And he ushers you out of the office.
Go ahead and acquiesce and move quickly out.
So you guys got about a 15-20 minute walk to the Tipsy Tengu where you guys can get to know each other a bit, because you have seen each other around during training, but this is the first time you are together as a group. You are now an official team.
Let me get his name written down. What was that captain's name again?
Yeah, it's going to be Lieutenant, and it's Lavarsus.
Grospek is his first name?
Mm-hmm. Grospek.
All right. Sorry, I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
All right. So
kind of like how angry that lieutenant is. I can appreciate that.
I can see why he's not thrilled with us.
Not a big fan of being yelled at, if I'm honest.
It'll be okay. We'll prove to him our words.
Always seem to have thin skin.
Yeah, we'll prove to him that we're right for this. We'll make him eat his words. Things will be great.
You guys make your way to the Tipsy Tengu.
What's everybody else's name? My name is Godfrey Stockland. Looking forward to working with you guys.
I'm Belmont Wren. You can just call me Bell. I'm so very eager and excited to be a part of this group.
I'm Inara Moonshadow. You just Inara. The name's too long. But also excited to be part of the group.
When my whole life I've known as Hersel only. When I got here and signed up to the Edgewatch, they made me have a second name, and the person gave me the last name Bleak. Said it was fitting.
That's hilarious, because we actually bullied you into picking a last name.
Yes.
We did. Oh, goodness. As you guys make some banter, you make your way to the Tipsy Tengu. Let me load this up for y'all. You can keep talking if you like while I load this guy. Give this time.
Are second names not common where you're from?
Not needed.
Probably because there's so few of you that they really aren't needed.
Oh, there's quite a few orcs in Belkson, but generally our names are unique and varied enough to where a second name isn't generally needed.
So you don't have clan names or tribe names or anything like that?
They have them, but I don't really fall under them anymore.
Fair point. I should probably also mention that I have a familiar, because I am indeed a witch. This is me speaking out of character, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I have a cat named Mr. Tibbles as well, who's mostly rides on my shoulder for convenience sake.
Sweet.
What kind of cat?
Like, think big Maine Coon. Just big, fluffy, and kind of angry looking.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think Yarn, for the next stream, I'll have to play with some of the settings. Or record this one just in case, though. Apparently the stream's getting some buffering issues. I might have to change my upload rate, but we'll keep moving for now for this one.
Okay.
All right. Just let me know when you guys are done getting to know each other.
I think we're pretty good. We've made some small talk, and we'll probably just continue that on the way to the tavern there.
Yeah, okay. As you arrive to the Tipsy Tango, can you guys see it on your screens?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Yep.
Right. The interior of the Tipsy Tango is a mess of tipped over chairs and spilled drinks. A motley group of drunk adventurers is the clear cause of the chaos, including a dwarven bruiser wearing a horned helmet, a sloppy elf in robes, an armored human worshiper of Caden Kalen, and a leather-clad halfling. Ah, there you are! A well-dressed man with an ornate cane and bold blue eyes leaps to his feet from where he was seated next to the door. The city's finest come to deliver us from the trails and belligerents. He lowers his voice. Honestly, I never allow their sort into my hotel, but poor Bellberry thought they'd add flavor, and they certainly have. He sticks out his hand to shake. Hindred Pratchett, proprietor of the Dreaming Palace. This is my associate, Ralso. We thought we'd come down and enjoy a quiet night of dinner and drinks before the opening day festivities tomorrow. So much for rest and relaxation, though, huh? And before you can respond, a cup suddenly smashes the man in the face as one of the adventurers, the dwarf, howls with laughter. Pratchett clutches his bleeding nose and steps aside. Right then, I'll let you be about it. And he heads out with his associate, Ralso. The establishment is pretty crowded, but you can see the clear group of adventurers.
Sir, did you throw that cup?
Let's see here. So before we get into it real quick, there's the dwarf in the back corner. Here's the worshiper of Caden Kalen. And here is the sorcerer.
Can you not hear me?
Say it again.
I can hear you.
We're not hearing Jared again.
Oh, I might have to turn my push to talk off.
You're forgetting.
Let me do- No, it's not triggering when I have Foundry up.
Oh.
That's not bueno.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. So yeah, the one that threw the cup here is the dwarf in the back corner. It's pretty crowded, but you can clearly see who's causing the trouble. What do you guys want to do?
Approach the dwarf is my vote.
Is it just the dwarf?
There's 4 adventurers here. The ones pictured are the adventurers.
Okay.
And then the owner is back here. There's other people in the building, but I didn't put them on here.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'll start walking over to the dwarf.
All
I'm gonna
right.
kind of stay centralized so I can keep an eye on.
I might go over and take a seat across from this elf down here.
All right. You guys take it away.
Sir, were you throwing things at other patrons?
Aye, what of it?
Sir, this is just a tavern. We don't need to be throwing things and trying to instigate fights.
This is a celebration. It's exactly what you're supposed to be doing.
Celebration by ruining other people's nights?
And he
Shouldn't
does,
they be joining in the merriment?
he does look pretty sloppy drunk. He has one hand kind of gently resting on his axe. He's like, "What, are you trying to get in the way of a good time? It's a
No,
bar.
sir,
Relax."
I would never try to interrupt your merriment and your celebration. However, ruining it for other people and potentially causing damage to this fine establishment is not okay either. How would you feel if someone came into your home and started breaking your things?
What sort of bartender calls the guards hiding behind a badge because you can't hack it in a fair fight?
Well, you are obviously experienced adventurers, sir. This is not their expertise. Obviously, this is their livelihood. You make it by hurting others. And that's your job. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you shouldn't bring it here. Please. Let's have a good fun night, but don't hurt others.
Go ahead and make me a diplomacy check.
Me. Blind or public?
You can make it public. It's no big deal.
Oh.
Are you trying to talk down to me, boy? And as you look at him, you look across the table and you can see he's got like a line of drugs and then some residue from another line. He's definitely high as a kite on stimulants right now.
Was your first roll a critical one? A critical
Yes.
failure?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He tightens his grip on his axe and stands up. And we're going to pause there because while you're doing this, your team is doing some stuff as well. What is Herschel, Godfrey, and Inara doing?
Godfrey is staying pretty centralized, trying to keep an eye on everybody, making sure he wants to be able to help whenever something goes wrong, because he suspects things are going to go wrong.
Gotcha.
Herschel has specifically chose to sit next to someone who he's pretty certain will feel uncomfortable around him. And he's going to try and just be basically as brutish as possible to basically try to get her to leave of her own accord.
Okay. What about Inara?
I've kind of been keeping an eye on everybody, taking a slow glance over everybody, absorbing everyone that's in the tavern, making sure to kind of commit them to memory and get a read on them.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Oh, hold on.
Also, side note, are drugs illegal?
Certain drugs are, yes.
Okay.
He's like, are the drugs on the table legal?
Yeah, that's basically what I was getting at. Is like, is he blatantly doing illegal substances?
You're welcome to investigate that, for sure.
What do you want me to roll for perception?
It should just be
'Cause
perception.
I'm not seeing it.
It should be a perception roll.
Oh, there it is. I'm done.
Okay. Like I said, most of the people in here are just trying to avoid getting involved. The sorcerer in the top left corner of the room there is just loudly sobbing to herself about someone called Runkles. You do catch as Herschel is sitting down at the table, the person he's sitting down with, there's actually a few people at that table. One of the adventurers actually was stealing from another one picked their pocket and is currently slipping the coin pouch into their own pocket. And then you do see the dwarf up here getting a little aggressive with Belmont, and the cleric over here is just happily drinking away, arguing with the owner of the establishment. Pretty straightforward there.
Okay.
If you guys don't want to do anything active other than that, Belmont and the dwarf are going to have some more words.
Fair enough.
Should have gone to the crying girl.
Yeah.
They love dogs.
Oops.
You want to back down now, little pet? Huh?
Sir, I'm not talking down to you. I'm not trying to threaten you. I'm not saying anything. Except, obviously, you're getting out of hand. And you're the one who's starting to threaten me. There's no reason for any of this. Let's cease and desist. We don't need to drag you out of here. We don't need to cause a scene. Just, we need to calm down the atmosphere.
I think we need to liven up the atmosphere. And the mascot of the Edgewatch over here. Let's see how you handle yourself, huh? And he
Oh God.
swings his axe at you as a critical fail on any check actually initiates hostilities immediately. So,
Oh, Bart.
so let me get you selected, and we're gonna roll some initiative here. Now, of note, you all are experts through your training in making all damage you do non-lethal, so you're not going to take any negatives to do so. You can use your weapons, all that jazz, and just let me know. It's all non-lethal, and we're good. And you can switch to lethal if you want at any time, but I'm going to assume in here you're trying to do non-lethal damage.
Yes.
For sure.
We were told not to kill anybody.
That's
Well,
true. That's
There's
true.
a distinction. No, just
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we were told that, but... All right. Go ahead and roll y'all's initiative. Rolling for the NPCs real quick. Or my page in my book here.
Oh, would my animal companion been allowed in here?
If you'd like them to, yes.
Yes.
Well,
But probably just sitting near the door, trying not to.
While we're rolling, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick.
Okie dokie. I think
If I can get
he's
up.
still a cat right now. I haven't changed him to a bear.
No, we'll just keep him as a cat.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was changing him and then decided not to and undid the changes.
All good. All good. All right, and we'll wait for her to get back, and we'll get to going. Well, I think the update broke that utility tool, so I'll have to roll directly from the character sheets. So they update it. That's unfortunate.
Oh, did it not update the rounds?
Oh, no,
Whenever I
I'm
click-
talking about the utility to do combat, the little toolbar that pops up at the top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think the recent Foundry updated probably broke that until the person updates the app, which is unfortunate.
Way to start off the campaign, Sean.
First roll.
Hey,
yeah.
I was trying to be nice.
You were, man. If it wasn't a critical failure, you would be you'd be okay.
Yeah.
Guess the dwarf is more of a cat guy.
I fucking guess.
Yeah, it looks like I definitely for the next stream I'll have to play some games with the upload rate, unfortunately, because it's dropping frames like crazy. The recording should be fine, but because I'm recording it locally, but the actual stream, this one's pretty crappy for viewers, which is sad, but we'll fix it for next time.
For sure.
Weird, because when I'm streaming other things, it's not that big of a deal, but I think it's because of all the cameras and stuff like that. I probably need to lower the overall quality. But it looks like actually the Skebs is going first here, the rogue. It looks like Herschel's across from the table. So instead, he's going to go and try to hurt Godfrey. Skebs turns...
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, Skebs turns her daggers around, so they're backwards with hilts. And she kind of thrusts the hilts into your chest there to try to hit you. Doesn't have to move because you're right next to her. Does a 16 hit?
16 just hits.
Ooh, okay. Deselect y'all real quick.
You know, it just goes to show that I do believe that Martin Freeman would be the first person to get hit in this instance. Even though he wasn't doing anything, he would just randomly be the first one hit.
Yeah, you take 1 damage. And she's got 2 more actions. There's no reason for her to really do anything but try to stab you again. So she's going to try to stab you again. I'm assuming a 6 does not hit.
No, a 6 does not hit.
Yeah. And then she is going to... move over here right behind Belmont.
You dick.
Yeah, that's what she's going to do. And then it's Anara's turn, who is still away, so she'll be back in a second.
Yeah, she's just getting back now.
Did one non-lethal damage to you, I think it was. That's so sad. She's not used to that. Not used to the non-lethal damage.
How does non-lethal damage work in 2E?
It's very, very similar. You're gonna
Okay,
go you'll go unconscious instead of dying, basically.
Okay, so it's like it just takes regular hit point damage. You just can't die from it.
Yeah, it's kind of the same concept. You're just not gonna die from it. Yeah, and they're not gonna do they're not doing lethal right now. So we'll see what happens there. All right.
Sorry, my touchscreen closed out my game.
All good. All good. Let me know when you're back in, and it is your turn. Well, Sean, you just helped me skip all this tasty role play with that horrible roll, man.
I'd love to do the tasty role play.
You'll have to make it up afterwards between your group.
There's no better way to start a campaign.
Then with a natural one, yeah. It sets a good precedent for sure.
Okay, I'm loaded.
All right, Anara, it is your turn. Ooh, the quick strike thing actually loaded now. Sweet, that's working. All right, Anara, what you want to do?
On our super friendly dwarf, I'm going to cast command.
Oh, okay. Talk to me about command. Go ahead and click on that guy.
I'm going to tell him to stand in place, and he's just going to chill there.
All right, so it looks like a will save. Let me roll that sucker. Your DC's 17. He got a 17 will save, so he's able to shake it off. Looked like he was going to obey for a second. His grip on his axe started to loosen up, but then he hefts it back up and gets ready to swing on Belmont there. Anything else you want to do? You have, I think, what, one more action? Is it? Yeah, 2 cast time. You have 1 more action.
I do have 1 more. No, that's gonna be it for me.
All right. Looks like we're getting to our friendly cleric here. I feel a little bad about this, but Belmont is right there.
Oh no.
He did roll that 1. He must have offended the entire bar.
That's all it takes.
Yep. You see the cleric, get up from the bar. He smashes his glass on the bar itself, and then takes a swing at you.
Yay.
There's a 22 hit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God.
He gives you a good nick for 5 damage. But he doesn't dig it in there, so he's just kind of giving you some scrapes. It's non-lethal. He did move. He's gonna try to strike you one more time. At a +0 now. Does a 5 hit you?
Does not.
All right, I think you're safe. Now the dwarf. He's gonna heft up his ancestral axe that he refused to put down. And
You son of a bitch.
He's gonna give it a swing at Belmont. He goes to swing it and he turns it sideways, so you're hitting the flat of his axe.
Okay.
And he rolls a 24.
Yep, still hit.
All right.
Sorry, we're all going late.
Yeah, it was a bad roll there for you. He gives you for 12 non-lethal damage as he thunks you in the head.
I fall unconscious.
You're down.
Yeah.
All right, that's his move there, and then he is going to move on over here, and then he's going to take a swing at Nara. 13 to hit.
Misses.
All right, it's a rough first hit there. All right, Muriel here. He might cast a spell, I think. Okay, she is going to target a 5-foot square, and she's going to grease it.
Oof.
Yeah, I think she'll do that. She'll grease it for you guys. Hit the wrong button there. All right, so she's gonna grease. She's gonna grease Godfrey over there.
Oh, grease Godfrey.
Yeah, she's gonna grease Godfrey. So I need a reflex save from Godfrey. As she greases you.
All right. Bender saves, so reflex. Ha!
Nice.
Ooh, yeah, you definitely succeed.
Nice.
You're able to keep yourself stable, strong footing. Man, strong rolls. This is a new mat. A new mat.
We'll see how long this lasts.
Yeah. And then she's gonna move over behind her buddy here. And then next up is Belmont. You don't have to roll any saves. You're just unconscious, so you're just chilling there, taking a good nap.
Yep.
And then it's Herschel's turn.
All right. Trying to decide where to move. I think
no
I'll
worries.
move. I think I'm going to move to here and then command Chester to kind of pinch this guy in. You've assaulted an officer. And so I'm commanding. So move there, command Chester to move up and attack, and I'm also going to attack.
He's an officer. I thought he was your mascot.
Nope, you're going down, sir.
All right, you giving him a swing?
Yeah. Let me get it pulled up. I'm going to try and hit him with my hammer. Ruh-roh.
There
And
you
it's
go.
blanked currently too.
Ooh, his AC is 14, so I believe you just crit him,
Whoa.
right? Because you,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
you're 10 above, so yeah, you just crit him.
All right, let's
Get
roll
him.
that real fast.
Shit.
12 damage.
12 non-lethal.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah. As you do that, he staggers back and drops his axe. You see everybody look at you with shock. All the other adventurers, like, whoa! It's a little barroom fun. We just having some fun. We'll leave. It's okay. As the cleric steps up to you, I'll get him out of here. Don't worry about it. Sorry for the trouble.
I don't know. I should take this guy to the brig. But if you want to attest to his you taking him home, then I guess that'd be okay.
Yeah. We'll get him right out of here. We'll be on our way. We're sorry for this. It's just, like I said, just blowing off some steam. Look, it was the first dungeon. We did well, but I mean, he's a little sad. He didn't get to kill anybody. He's the only one that didn't kill anybody. And, barbarian, it's just, he's not too happy. And he's looking at him like, no, I swear I got that one guy down. Like, just shut up. I'm going to take him out. We'll be fine.
Well, make sure you pay your tabs and tip your waitresses. Have a good day.
Yeah, yes, sir. And Scabs walks over there and drops the coin pouch down on the table in front of Belberry. And the cleric lifts up his friend, the dwarf, there, and they start moseying out of the building. While Belmet takes a snooze. Now, just as a reminder, you can throw people in the brig. You can find them, or you can do what you just did and just get them out of there just to maintain order. So,
I think maintaining order is the order of the day today.
Oh yeah. Get rid of them real quick.
I think I got a heal for Belmet.
Oh yeah, that's kind of important.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm gonna heal Belmet.
Well, let me try and see what I can get him up to with my spell first. Well, not my spell, my ability.
With the treat, are you trying to treat wounds?
Treat wounds, yeah.
Gotcha.
Although I probably should just do regular 10-minute treat wounds.
Yeah, you can.
Or you could literally just let me touch him and heal him.
Well, that takes up a spell slot, though.
Fair point.
Now you do know that this is your only stop for the night because it was pretty late at night when you're dispatched. Tomorrow is going to be your first real day of patrolling the festival, so you could technically use a spell if you wanted to. Natural 20, nice. Get him out now before it gets real.
Oh my god, of course it would be. Of course. Okay, so what happens whenever... Let me look up treat wound.
Yeah, and I think in the utilities, there's actually treat wounds buttons too.
Oh, the target regains 48 hit points and his wounded condition is removed. So I need to do that.
4d8 or 48?
4d8.
I was going to say that was going to get intense.
That'd be 14 hit points restored.
Nice. Let me click on him.
Over the 10 minutes.
As you bandage him up. Oh, I damaged him. I didn't heal him. Let me try that again.
Dead.
He's double dead. Yeah. He's out.
Yeah, that'd be dead.
Yeah. So you're healed up. You wake up. The owner, Belberry, comes over. Oh, thank you so much. Like, drinks on the house. Come by anytime. I'm just glad they're out of here. I just, start cleaning this up. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much.
As Godfrey, is trying to wipe the grease off of his hands after getting hit with that, he's like, certainly. Well, we do this all the time. Yeah. Thanks.
Belmet gets up, kind of dusts himself off, straightens his uniform a little bit, and yes, no, I'm just glad that we could help and resolve the issue with no civilian casualties. and kind of starts to turn to leave.
But no casualties as we all start to leave.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
All right, you guys head out back to the barracks. Now, depending on if you have a family or not, you have a room in the barracks. Or if you have a family, you can stay, or if you decide to buy a place or rent a place, you can stay off into your own apartments or housing. Up to you guys where you guys actually live. But you guys head back to the barracks for the night, and you guys are welcome to chat for a minute. I'm going to change the scene.
Yeah, I think I'll probably have a room in the barracks because there's, considering I just joined the Edgewatch, I don't think I would have a place of my own yet.
Yeah, barracks for me as well. No family, just here with my cat.
All right.
Barracks for me as well.
All right, so yeah, you guys are all heading back to the barracks.
Well, that was a lively bit of entertainment there for a minute.
You doing all right there, Belmont? They ganged up on you pretty fast there.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Just a lot of them out of nowhere. Didn't expect it to get out of hand so quickly.
A lot of stuff going on here. Absalom's the busiest place I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's an acquired taste.
But Herschel over there handled himself really well. Shut it down quick.
He left himself open. He got a crack across the skull.
The ghost in your room, Sean.
Cynthia's walking around.
Yeah, it's just funny.
Wonder what they'll have us doing tomorrow.
Well, hopefully it'd be as entertaining as it was today.
Hopefully much more calm.
That would be preferred. Violence should never be the answer.
All right. As you guys head back to the headquarters and rest for night, is there anything you want to do tonight for the next morning?
No, I think we've had a pretty exciting day so far.
Well,
Yeah.
we could, now that we're off shift, we could go hit up that bar and get our free drinks they offered.
True.
I'm probably good for tonight. Maybe later in the week if we've got like a day off the next day, because I don't want to drink on a work night, you know?
Don't want to walk into our first full day hungover.
Is one
can
drink
agree
going to
with
get you hungover?
No, like arcane powers substances don't generally react well together.
All right, well, I'm going to get freaking slammed. I'll see you guys later.
After that comment, Belmont will definitely go with him.
Nara rolls her eyes and goes along just to kind of make sure that they survive the evening.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's like after that comment, Belmont's only going to make sure that he doesn't become somebody that has to get called the cops on.
So yeah, you guys head to the Tipsy Tengu, and she does follow up with her offer of getting you those free drinks. During or throughout the night, you do listen to some of the stories and some of the events that are going on through the festival. There's some sort of like walking castle exhibit. There's a really cool pagoda they're putting up. There's a lot of very interesting events and festivities to check out. And you know that it is extremely, Absalom is already a busy place, but the population of Absalom has, almost quadrupled during the beginning of this festival, just hosting the festival alone. So it's a pretty big strain and a lot of responsibility for you all, but it's also should be pretty interesting and bring a lot of money to the city. So do you guys want to do anything while you're at the bar, or just kind of have a night of drinks and then pack it in?
one singular drink for me, and to watch our friend here and make sure he doesn't get too bad.
Is it a Shoney size drink or is it a normal size drink?
Shoney size drink.
Okay. Just checking. 10 Graves, you getting anything over there or Jason?
Yeah, I am basically just going to keep freaking chugging. And the moment she stops offering free drinks, I'll start paying for them.
Yeah, you drink her through quite a bit, but she doesn't stop you directly. She does start giving your friends the side eye a bit. Kind of that, I'm being taken advantage kind of a look. As she slowly slides you another beer. This one's half full.
I'll get the message.
Herschel, it's probably about time to turn in. We got to get up early tomorrow.
What? This was just the first stop of the night. I was gonna go down the road to the next one here in a second.
Inara puts her hand on Herschel's arm and very gently uses command. I was like, we should head back.
Are you gonna resist that? Are you gonna roll for it or?
I'm gonna roll for it. But we'll see how it goes.
I want to see how this is. Yeah. I like the use of the spell though.
Let me get the fortitude save going.
Is it a command of fortitude or a will? I think it's a will.
Or will. It'd be will.
Yeah.
Damn it. 2 less than that.
Yeah, it's a
14.
will save.
So 14.
So I don't think I'm making it on a 14.
He fails.
Oh.
It's a 17.
All right. What command did you give him?
Let's head back.
So they come to me.
Yeah. Yeah. So you tell him to, hey, let's head back. Come over to me. Come on. We're gonna get out of here. And he kind of breaks through mentally, and suddenly it seems like he's really willing to listen to you and follow your lead. And you lead him out back to the barracks. Next morning, he is a little hungover. It wasn't the most high quality brew at the Tipsy Tango, but otherwise, you guys are feeling okay. As you guys get up and head to the headquarters building, give me 1 second here.
Do I heal the rest of my non-lethal damage for sleeping?
Yeah, you're going to be all healed up. Good to go. So you see Sergeant Olo at the jobs board handing out different assignments to different people. The fair's been gathering steam for months now, with many exhibitors setting up early. This is the Radiant Festival's first actual official day. And the streets outside the Edgewatch headquarters teem with people. Inside the precinct, like I said, Sergeant Olo stands before the duty board. Just an oversized map of the precipice quarter tacked to a large plank of wood facing the main floor. As you approach, he ushers you over. He's like, all right, I'm getting too old for this. Look, here's the precipice quarter, freshly rebuilt. You know how it is, lowest bidder. There's lowest bidders. There's going to be problems, so keep on your toes. This is most of your first time in this area since it's been rebuilt. So I'm going to give you this route here to patrol. It'll kind of wind through the whole quarter, let you get familiar with it, get comfortable. Right now, we do have 2 disputes going on, two issues we need to resolve. There's some sort of domestic dispute with a shop owner. And then also there seems to be a heated confrontation going on between 2 shop owners that might get a little violent according to reports. So you might want to get on that quick. They're here, and you notice they're on the western and eastern side of the map, completely opposite of each other. So go ahead and get to it. And you guys can decide what you want to go after first. Like I said, there is a heated confrontation between 2 rival shop owners is what he said. That might get violent, and there's some sort of like domestic dispute going on the other side of the map there.
Do we want to split up in 2 and 2?
No, I think we should all.
Well, these both seem to be one more time sensitive than the other, but domestic disputes can get out of hand very easily. We've seen it in the training, things can get rough. And so I don't think we should prioritize one over the other if we can just split into both.
You probably have a point there. I mean, do we want to do this early in the game?
Say that again.
So, do we want to split the party this early in the game?
It always works.
I'm thinking of character. Metagame, yes, you should never split the party, but in character, we're cops. We need to help save as many people as we can. If we leave one to the other, we can come back to one of them being beyond saving.
What is the distance between the two? Like if we went to one, took care of it, from finishing one and going to the other one, how long would it take us?
It might take you an hour or more to go straight there just because it's so busy and so crowded. You're going to be pushing through crowds and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, with that kind of traffic, an hour, things could already have been done and gone, and we could be walking up on a murder scene. Okay. Worst case scenario.
You do know with your train, there's reasons you're set up in groups of 4. So, but it's up to your choice here.
Yeah. Hey, Bowman, you last night should have shown you that things can get out of hand really quick around here. We should probably stick together.
Let's go ahead and go to the.
Did he leave?
Yeah, your face has moved over. I'm out. He pops back up in a minute. Oh, he's back. There we go.
Yeah, sorry, it just dropped real quick.
Oh, good, man.
Let's.
Did you hear what I said?
Kind of opinion we should go to the.
I heard part of it.
We've decided we're going to stick together because last night was pretty good proof that we should not split up.
All right, I just hope that we doesn't cost anybody anything.
Let's. I'm kind of the opinion we should go see the merchants first. Make sure nothing. Because that seems to have the potential to cause the most chaos, which is exactly what we don't want.
Agreed.
Understood. Let's go.
All right, going to the merchants first. All right. As you guys head out to the merchants, you approach where you were told to go by Sergeant Olo. Smoke and profanities rise up from a cluster of food stalls near a small park overlooking Absolam Harbor. The commotion centers on 2 particularly decrepit booths, both positioned across from each other, each a little more than piles of haphazardly nailed boards, their peripheries scorched and smoldering. Suddenly, a clay pot flies across the intervening space, smashes against one of the scorched stalls, and splatters flaming oil across several other stalls. And let me get that map up.
All right. Guys. Jesus.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Yes. It did.
I don't know that I'm equipped to deal with Molotov cocktails.
Every day's a learning experience, right?
Fair point.
Yeah.
Get you on the map, and we'll get going here.
My map hasn't finished loading yet. There we go.
I'm still loading as well.
Yeah, okay. It's a little bit of data.
Just want to make sure
maps, maybe?
Yeah, I might have to do more static maps just because it seems like until I get my internet, unless I buy faster internet, seems like the stream's having some issues. I need to get Herschel on there. Hibbles.
I'm still not seeing a map.
All right. I think I got all of you on there.
I don't see Godfrey.
Everyone just kind of disappeared on me. I see Godfrey and Bellman.
Reload for a second.
Mr. Tibbles.
Just kidding, it came up.
Yeah, it probably doesn't take a second to load. This one's got a lot of stuff going on. Turn off.
Now I see 2 Godfreys.
He's multiplying.
Then he
And
turned into a game master and then disappeared.
losing control.
Just like,
Yep.
All right, can you all see?
yep.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, that's what you see. As you round the corner, you notice that there are two goblins throwing jars of hot oil at each other, actually. There are a bunch of other vendors trying to keep their stalls from catching fire. You notice that Grunka's hut is already lit aflame and the other ones are smoldering around it as they throw oil at each other.
I look around for any source of water. I see that there's a well there in the middle. Is that something we can get water from? But it's also boarded up. So I don't know.
there's a well there with water. There's also water in the stream here if you wanted to. You see they're still fighting and throwing jars at each other, screaming. You hear Pelmo yell out at Grunka, "And why pickles? Why pickles?" And then Grunka's like, "I fry everything. There's only room for one vendor here, one goblin vendor." And they're just yelling back and forth. Pelmo seems, from what you hear, to be very angry that not only did Grunka move in, it's his stall is Grunka fries everything. And he fries everything, including he recently added pickles to his menu because Pelmo only does fried pickles. So not only did Grunka move in on Pelmo's turf, but also took Pelmo's specialty away and threw it onto his menu. So they're just throwing jars of hot oil at each other, yelling back and forth.
Gentlemen, please stop, calm, stop. We need to put out these fires. I understand that you guys are angry at each other, fine, but you're damaging other people's possessions, other people's stalls. You need to stop.
Then you guys can go ahead and move yourself around wherever you want to be during this, whoever you're trying to approach.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over here to Pelmo.
And just
I'll go up
get in the way.
to Grunka.
I'm going to move up a little bit.
Gotcha. Now we're going to kind of go in an initiative order from what you're doing because there's stuff I need to track because fire is currently spreading. We won't necessarily roll initiative, but I'll just have you guys each do what you want to do real quick, and then we'll count that as a round to make it easier for me. As this fire spreads across all these tents here, you see vendors trying to put it out. So what is, let's see here. I'm going to go in camera order here. What's Anara doing?
I've stepped up to the stall that's next to Grunka's, and I'm going to try to beat out the fire. I don't want to throw water on it because it's hot oil, and that's just going to be bad.
Did you say that to your fellow team members?
I'm going to tell them that we should beat out the fires and not throw water on it, and I'm going to start beating this one out.
What are you using to beat it out?
That's a very good question. I'm find something on the ground. Is there anything on the ground?
Roll me, actually, what's your... you see over in the corner, there is like, some piles of like heavy canvas that you might be able to use to smother some flames if you want to get hold of that.
Then I will use that, yes.
Yeah, so you grab that and start smothering out the fire that's spreading here on the shack to the right of Grunka there. What is Herschel doing? As these goblins are still throwing oil at each other. They seem to be actually, when you look, they might actually be having fun with this argument.
Yeah, Herschel was thinking about trying to disarm actually the oil jar from Pelmo at least.
Okay, what kind of action are you using to do that? What's the action? Is it?
I think it's athletics.
Yeah, I think athletics is disarm.
Ugh, not so great. That's only a 9.
Was that you or Chester that rolled?
Oh crap, that was Chester. But
Is it the same bonus?
I think the bonus is.
No, I think it'd be too high at least because I think you have 4 strength.
Yeah, I do. So let me see what my skills. Yeah, my athletics modifier is a 7, so it would have been 11.
DC would be 15.
Yeah, no, it didn't
Yeah,
make
so
it.
he's too squirrely, and you go to snatch the jar out of it, and you actually just end up crushing it in his hand, and oil just flings across the floor in front of him, and lights from the fire on Grunka's tent over there. Go ahead and everybody, before I get to Belmont, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Nice.
Jesus.
Oh, my
Ooh.
only 2 rolls have both been 1s.
Okay, so while this is happening, Godfrey, you hear one of the other merchants yell out, behind Grunka's got giant barrels of oil behind his tent. They're gonna catch fire. They're gonna catch fire. Everybody get away.
Oh my god.
And when you look, you do see a barrel over there, a very large barrel filled with oil. The top is kind of slid open, and the fire from his tent's crawling over to it. And it is currently Belmont's turn.
I didn't hear that, did I?
No.
Oh no, I will definitely yell that out loud if I'm given the opportunity. Like,
Yeah, you can definitely yell that.
I will amplify that. The behind Grunka's tent, there are multiple barrels of oil. We need to get those out so they don't burst into flames.
I will then, on my turn, rush past and try to start moving the barrel or
Okay.
barrels, whatever they are, away.
Yeah, so you rush past. When you get to the barrel, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey, solid. So,
2 sides of the spectrum.
yeah, with that check, you realize that even jostling this barrel that has slightly caught on fire on the side, if you jostle too hard, you could cause it to rupture and explode just by trying to move the thing. And so you have to find a way to smother it to stop the flames. And that would
I'll
be a
pull.
survival check, most likely, to get that done.
Okay, I'll pull. Oof, survival not my greatest. I will pull my cloak or my shirt or my uniform, whatever it is, and try to start patting it down to smother the flames.
Okay, go ahead and roll a survival check.
Motherfucker!
Oh, Jesus.
2
Rough.
sides of the spectrum, guys.
Yeah, you go to
Wasn't
grab.
a DC 15.
Yeah, you realize that the cloth you grabbed is slightly flammable in itself and very thin, and the cloth itself catches on fire as you fling around this fiery cloth.
Okay, yeah, that's it. I guess I'm just gonna blow
I think
up.
you have one more. You have one more action, right? Because you moved.
Yeah,
I guess you moved. You grabbed something, and then you smothered.
yeah.
Okay, and go ahead and move your character over there. And then it is Godfrey's turn. Godfrey, what you got?
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna run over there and try and help Belmont. So we'll go.
Let me grab this. There we go. I'll uninvisible that thing. So there's your barrel right there.
So yeah, I will. As I'm running over, I'll pull off my cloak or whatever, and then proceed to try and put out the flames without. Well, first things first, I'm going to put the. You said the lid had slid off a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to put the lid firmly back on and then try and smother out the flames with my cloak with another action.
So you're going to move over there, you grab your cloak off, and then you close the lid. That's 3 actions right there.
Oh, fair enough.
All right, so we're going to go back to the top. That's 1 round. And Nara, what you got? As Pelmo and Grunka are still fighting, you see Pelmo trying to, dodge Herschel's movements as Herschel keeps reaching out trying to grab him. Grunka's reaching for another jar of oil.
Be right back. I'm going to grab a drink.
Did I manage to beat out the fire that's on the stall in front of me or no?
Yeah, you managed to. That one was just starting to catch, so it was just a little bit of smoke. So you managed to suffocate that fire. Mm-hmm.
Was I able to hear and see about the barrel behind Grunka's tent that is close to catching on fire?
Yeah, Godfrey yelled it out when he noticed it, so you are currently aware of it. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to run over with my canvas and try to carefully smother the fire on the barrel of oil.
Like, I'm bringing my canvas with me.
Yep.
All right. So you go ahead and move on over there, and then go ahead and roll me a survival check.
One sec.
Oof. Oof. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, your cloth does not catch on fire, which is great. But every time you try to smother the flames, you're kind of moving it a little bit too much and almost fanning air back into the fire, so it kind of drops a bit and then flares back up with each time you try to move this cloth to smother it. Back to Herschel. Pelmo's diving under your legs with jars of oil, has one in both hands, and he's like, stop it. And he goes to he has one jar aimed at you and one jar aimed at Grunka. He's getting ready to huck both of them.
I feel like I'm gonna lose my patience and just club him, not lethal, but I'm about to club him with a freaking hammer.
You are welcome to do so if you'd like.
Yeah. I tried to grab at it. He freaking squirreled out, and I just got frustrated and just freaking I'm about to hit him. Oh God!
Jeez. Let me you might have crit him. His D. Okay, no, just shy. His AC is 16. Okay. You almost crit him. Go ahead and roll that damage though, as you clock Pelmo. Ooh, 7 damage. Okay. Pelmo immediately drops unconscious.
Jesus.
Both jars of oil crashed onto the ground that he was holding and light on fire from the neighboring fire from his hut. And they're spreading across the floor. And they're starting to engulf, they're crawling towards his body because he was right next to him.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Pelmo up with my next action.
Right, so you crack him, you pick him up. He's small enough that you have enough strength to just heft him up. What's next?
Then I'm just gonna toss him down on the opposite side of me next to Chester.
Okay.
Oh, Chester now. Interesting.
All right. So he's snoozing. Well, that was an effective round. You just one shot him. Jeez.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
No, I'm sorry to
to him?
Elbow as I realized I just freaking knocked another person out.
He's gonna have a knot on his head. Yeah, you're knocking everybody out. What's what's Chester?
They're also fragile. Cat can't. That would have been all three of my actions, so I can't order the cat to do anything.
Okay. Let's talk about Belmet. Belmet, what you doing?
Try to smother again. Helping Inara with the canvas that she's already using.
Okay.
So another survival check.
Go for it.
Ooh, I need to get over there and help.
Yeah, not so much, unfortunately. Anything else
Keep
you want
at
to do?
it. Can I do it again?
Oh no.
It's getting worse. Actually, I need to look on that if you can do multiple at a turn. I'm not sure. I assume you can. But for now, go ahead.
Okay, and then use my last one to try it. Try it one more time.
Slightly better.
Ooh, okay, you're getting better at it. Yeah. But not so much. It's still going. Godfrey, what you got? Throw some water.
I'm gonna do the same thing now that I that seems like a poor decision. I'm I'm going to use my cloak that I've pulled off and try and smother out the flames.
Yeah, I definitely don't have mechanics here for if you throw water on it. Don't worry, guys. Go ahead and roll that survival check.
I gotta find it first. Ha!
Oh my gosh.
So that's going to change something. Yeah. So as you're doing that, you realize that your cloak is also not fire resistant, and you flick some fire onto the lid. As a piece of your cloak rips off while it's on fire, it lands on the lid there and starts crawling over the lid of the container that you just recently closed. Thankfully, you just closed it. But it is going to up the urgency of getting this put out.
Okay. Do I have something in my... Looking at prestidigitation right now. Don't think that's going to work how I want it to unless you let me.
Probably not.
Probably not. So yeah, I guess I'll just try the survival check again.
What were you going to try to do?
Well, I'm looking at prestidigitation. It says you can do one of four things. Cook, lift slowly, make, or tidy. And specifically under cook, it says cool, warm, or flavor 1 pound of non-living material.
You can definitely flavor this oil if you'd like.
Oh, man.
Or flavor Grunka.
Yeah, don't think that's going to work how I want, so I'm just going to try check again.
Who changed my vegetable oil out with peanut oil?
Let's just flavor Grunka.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Okay, that's a little better.
Okay, as you go, did you reach out? You grabbed Inara's canvas. How are you putting this out?
For sure.
Yeah,
so for sure.
You grab the other end of Inara's canvas. She's holding it tight on her end, and you pull it over the barrel and wrap it around and tie it off real tight. And you see you notice the flames seem to disappear. You wait a couple moments to make sure it doesn't re-spark up. Pull the cloth off, and the fire is out.
Nice.
And you're able to kind of slide the barrels out of the way. DC was 20. Normally it has 4 rounds, and then it explodes on you guys. I lowered it to 3 rounds for that critical failure. It would have done 3d6 plus 8 fire damage to everybody in a 20-foot radius. So
I could kill some people.
I'm glad you put it out. Yeah. As you put it out, Grunka takes a moment to run. Yeah, Grunka's gonna like run that way. He hucks his last jar of oil and just runs.
Really? That little bastard.
And then up next is Inara.
I'm going to cast command on Grunka and tell him to come back to me.
Okay. It's a will save, I remember. So let me roll Grunka's will save. Oh, that's skills. Saves will. DC 17 looks like.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a 10. So you told him to come back to you?
Yes.
Yeah, he comes right back to you. And he walks up to you, pops a squat right next to you, and grabs an apple off of the cart next to him and starts eating it while he's looking at you. Just smiling, bobbing back and forth, for the moment at least. He seems content to have walked up back to you. Not sure why he's content, but he is. Well,
I'm gonna. What can I do to detain him? Like,
so you
have like time up.
Yeah, you have a real basic kit. You don't have like modern handcuffs. We have manacles, stuff like that. So you can pull out your set of manacles and fasten them to his arms if you'd like.
I'm going to put some manacles on him.
Yeah, right now, because it's the same round, I'm going to say he's not really resisting. I think it's going to take you an action to take the manacles out, though. So you kind of
that'll be my 3.
Yeah, you have him out and ready to go. And then it's Jason's turn. Herschel.
I'm gonna like hear the like Inari get out the manacles. I'm gonna look across and I'm gonna look down at the unconscious like Pelma and be like, ah, and like grab into my bag and grab the manacles and just place them on the unconscious Pelma.
You're like, oh, that's right. Yeah, so you place the manacles on Pelmo. Easy peasy. He's not resisting because he's taking a nap. Anything else you want to do?
Now that I've got that on, that'd probably be 2 actions. I guess I'm going to go ahead and move over to next to Grunka. If I can get my movement to work.
All right, so you head over to Grunka. Next up is going to be Belmont.
Just gonna try to smother more flames.
Yeah, and over the next few minutes, you get the flames put out. Yeah, with the help of all the other merchants and no more oil being flung about, you guys are able to put out the flames in quick order. Thankfully, man, I don't get to use my exploding barrel button. That's sad.
Not for us.
Yep. Grunka, the next round, Grunka realizes what's going on as the command kind of fades away. And he's like, I didn't mean anything. I just, look, I got money. I got money. Just let me go. I'll set up somewhere else. I didn't mean it. Look, I got gold. I got gold. And he opens up his lockbox and he's got about 6 or 7 gold inside from what you see, like mixed silver, gold, and copper pieces.
Are you trying to
buying off cops is not the best thing.
I know buy off. I pay fee. Fix booths. It's fee to city. Yes,
you can
pay the fee to the city after we take you in.
No, that days of business lost. Look, just take money now.
Doesn't work that way. You
Free
endangered
food.
Countless lives.
Free fried food.
You endangered lives. Doesn't work that way. You're going to the station.
Come on, little one. We stick together. Us little people stick together. You on my team.
And right now, you're giving us a bad name.
No, I just defend my business. He started it. Pelmo started it.
It's okay. We're going to take him in too.
And he's, as you guys pick him up to take him in, he's just kicking and screaming, his little legs hanging as probably I think Herschel would probably heft him up.
Yeah, I can grab him, and I can go grab Pelmo too.
Yeah, he's resisting the whole time. Pelmo is still unconscious, bleeding a bit out the nose, but alive. I think you might have crushed Pelmo's nose.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, but fires are put out. The merchants are approaching you, asking like, "What am I going to do about my tent? It's burnt completely. I can't afford this. I still got to buy more vegetables to make my food. Like what? What's the city going to do about this? This is ridiculous. You guys let the goblins in, and then this happens.
Aren't you required to have business insurance? Like your insurance should cover this.
What?
You need to write a letter to. You should write a letter
to your senator.
To your senator.
Like what?
Oh my gosh!
You did? What did you even hear? Whatever. I'll talk to your boss. This is ridiculous. And yeah, so they're grumpy. A couple do come by and say, "Hey, thanks for stopping the fire. That thing could have caused some major damage." And so there's some people that appreciate what you did. A few angry ones, the ones mainly that their booths got caught on fire and they're looking for some compensation. But otherwise, people seem to be happy that you stopped the oil fight.
How about we take a gold from Grunka's thing and hand it to each of the vendors that are here?
You can if you'd like. You can fine and redistribute the fines as long as it makes sense. And you write it in your report so it can be reviewed on what you did and who you gave it to.
Does anybody
Does
know
Pelmo have any
the relative
either?
value and what we're allowed to do?
Oh, say that again, Jason.
I was asking if anybody knows the relative value of the things and what like we're allowed to actually do with the fines and compensate. Like, I understand you just told me the rules, but I'm asking the other people here, the other party members.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that I would assume like we'd be able to determine the relative value with some sort of check, like maybe a society check, and then divvy it up that way. Because we pretty much figure out which shop owners belong to the burnt out stalls. And I think we could compensate them accordingly, splitting the financial damage between Pelmo and Grunka.
Agreed. I think that all of the vendors in the area, since they had to deal with it, should get some sort of compensation from the fee.
Yeah, Pelmo, when you look through his cash box, he's got about 4 gold worth of assorted coinage in there.
Okay, anyone who had damaged canvases get the price for their canvases or their tents refunded, and then based on damage to wares, split up what's left to cover losses the best that we can.
Yeah, so you guys go around and you kind of assess the damage and take down the names of the merchants that you are distributing gold to. That way you can include it in your report and they don't come to the city looking for more. And you're good to go. Now you can choose to head back to the headquarters to make a report now if you want, or move on to your next stop, which is the domestic dispute, I believe.
Yeah,
Well,
We should head to the other one, and then we'll write reports at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are we going to do with Pelmo and Grunka, though?
Oh, we need to run them to the brig.
Are there normal guards that
Can we
could
drop
have
it off
done
as
that?
we go, since we have to cross over the entire city?
Yeah, you guys are like special agents with this stuff. There are some normal posted guards that you can drop them off. It takes about 5-10 minutes for you to find them because they're kind of scattered throughout the city. It's very busy, but you are able to find some and drop Pelmo and Grunka off with. You guys want to take a quick 5 or 10 minute break? Or you guys get?
Yeah,
that'll work.
Yeah, because Jason kind of just left.
All right, we'll take a break real quick. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
Domestic disputes can get like pretty bad, and we get to the other site, and it's all like, yeah, the city's on fire.
Just a little fire. It's not a big deal, right? Everything's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I was thinking that would actually be the more sedate one. I was like, it's 2 merchants fighting.
that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Get there,
I
and it's
didn't
like, oh
expect-
god.
They're
I
goblin
didn't
merchants,
expect
man.
them to be
It's next
goblins throwing out oil.
level.
Did you mention that they were goblin merchants at the beginning, or
Nope.
just merchants?
Nope.
Just merchants.
Just merchants.
That's what I thought.
All I heard was like the violence. Like there was already violence at the merchants, but there
Yeah.
wasn't violence. There was just the potential at the other one. So
Well, all right. So you guys you hand off Grunka and Pelmo to some standard everyday guards, non-agents like yourselves, and start making your way towards the domestic dispute. You weave your way through the crowded city, and at one point you notice a kind of a spectacle here. There's a crowd of fairgoers standing, watching in awe just beyond a line of guard ropes as a stone castle complete with battlements, dome towers is marching along a wide elliptical stone track. Dozens of thick mechanical legs support its bulk, and nobles in fine dresses and coats are waving from atop its walls. Suddenly, though, a commotion erupts from the crowd. A woman races out holding a dagger in a belt pouch. Behind her, a red-faced man points and yells, "Thief! Stop her!" You're welcome.
I bolt after the lady.
Yeah, you start running after her. She didn't actually notice you're there, so she seems to be actually running in your guys' direction. So you can attempt to head her off and stop her escape. To do that, tell me what you're doing, and I'll have you make one of 2 checks in acrobatics or an athletics check, depending on what you're trying. You guys are welcome to try it in any order.
I will try to get in front of her and trip her.
Okay.
Drop her. To halt her movement.
Gotcha. Okay. You can use either athletics or acrobatics for that, depending on how you're trying to trip her. So pick whatever one you want, and I'll let you know what happens.
I'm going to do athletics.
Okay.
And here's the roll.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm
Nice.
worried about
Okay.
tripping the person running with a knife.
It's okay. She doesn't have
Yeah.
scissors. It's a knife, right? So it's okay.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before. So, as she's booking it towards you guys, you see Belmont weave his way through the crowd and dive and roll in front of her and just literally speed roll into her legs, trips her over. She falls over, rolls and lands on her feet. But you do stop her. And the rest of you kind of wrap around to kind of get in front of her. So you guys are around her. So I'm going to set up the map real quick. And we're going to have a little bit of fun.
Boys, I don't think we're getting to that domestic dispute anytime soon.
Oh,
No, we'll get there
I forgot
quick.
to clean this up. Let me clean this up. There we go.
Nope. We'll get there very quickly because Jason's just gonna knock her out.
you know how it works. He's gonna take her out.
Jason's just gonna be like, bam. Okay, let's roll.
Pop.
Does he hit girls?
Yes, he does.
that
You
was
don't
quick.
discriminate.
That was quick. Yeah, I do.
I paid attention to my quality classes at the Edgewatch.
After I trip her, though, I will say, put down the knife. There's no need for violence. Please return what you've stolen, and everybody can go their separate ways.
And it looks like I didn't save my person, so let me pull up a person real quick.
I don't see an R on this one.
Yeah, I pre-made the people, and it's just not showing up. So I'll pull her in a second. Oh, she's down.
Oh, my
here at the
laptop
bottom.
likes to close me out of stuff, so sorry.
Yeah, I
No,
know
you're good.
from what I'm seeing.
There we go. All right, everybody on there?
Getting there.
Get my cat on here.
Yeah, I'm missing Mr. Tipples, but other than that, I'm on there.
I'll get you, Mr.
If we want to
Mr.
reduce
yeah.
clutter, we could just probably introduce them only like they're needed for a scene.
Yeah, once they're needed, we'll pull them in.
Yeah. That's kind of what I figured.
I assume they're going to be near you otherwise.
Yeah. Most of the time, he's going to ride on my shoulder. So he can whisper infernal nothings in my ear.
Nice.
Kill them.
Yeah, it's not loading for me for some reason.
Jason, deploy.
There it goes.
There she goes.
Jason, don't deploy.
What'd you say?
Jason, stop
I
deploying.
said Jason deploy. And then I said, Jason, don't deploy.
All right. So I'm going to get us in initiative order as Belmont tripped her real quick.
Do we need to roll initiative?
Why, yes, you do.
Oh, God.
Right. Looks like Mr. Godfrey is up first.
Okay. Godfrey is going to attempt to daze. Because it looks like she's fixing a bolt again, right?
It does, yes.
Okay, then I'm going to cast a spell. That spell is daze. Okay. I need a will save with a DC of 17.
Ooh, okay. That's going to be a 12.
Okay. I didn't think... it's not a critical fail, though.
No.
So she takes 4 mental damage.
Mental damage, huh?
Mhm.
Not cool, bro.
That's not-
Not cool, bro.
Like, that's... I'm hoping I can make that non-lethal, because I don't want to, like,
you
turn her
can.
into a vegetable or anything.
You can, yeah. You're giving her a bit of a migraine. Anything else you want to do?
That works. Nope. I think that's it. And I'm just gonna kind of like stay back, but stay in front of her.
Gotcha. Okay. And her abilities are messed up, so I'm going to pull something else in temporarily. Not wanting to play nice. Okay. We're going to use Skebs. Damage Skebs. There we go. So 4 non-lethal damage. Actually, all right, there we go. All right, and it is her turn. Okay, so she first thing she does is she takes a swing at a Belmet here with her dagger outreached for a 17 to hit.
17 hits?
Yeah, so she just jabs it. Actually, she's probably taller than you, so she swings down and kind of gets you in the shoulder there with her dagger. For 5 damage. Selected there.
Okay.
And then she is going to, she's going to run.
Where's Inara standing?
Where I'm standing.
Oh, I can't even see you on the map. Just like in the last one, I couldn't see Godfrey.
She's going to run
She
there.
just ran past me.
And she's picking up a torch off the wall as she runs, and she's getting ready to huck it. She seems to be eyeing a pile of hay over there by a horse, and she's getting ready to throw this torch at the hay. It is currently going to be Herschel's turn now.
Okay. She's now assaulted a police officer.
You're like, that's my go condition, right? That's my trigger.
So I can make it there with the 1. Yeah, I'm also gonna command the my pet to move as well. So if I can get Shulk on the field.
I'll put him out there. Give me 1 second here.
Change the name.
Yeah. So we change the name. It's still Chester. Yeah. All right. There's your bad boy. You go ahead and move him where you want him.
But I don't know. Let's see. He probably would have been there. Move there to get some flanking. And then I will attempt to hit this with non-lethal damage.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
Or maybe I should try to disarm. Ooh. Yeah, let me try and disarm that that torch because I'm kind of concerned about that.
Okay.
Wow. But that's all 3 actions for me, and then I'll have Chester attack.
Go for it, Chester. You got this.
Against flat-footed?
What is it? Yeah, that hits.
20.
Yeah, Chester hits. Yes.
Yes. Okay, so is it a crit with a flat-footed or no?
Let's see here. Be 13 is her flat-footed. So
Yeah.
yeah. You're 10.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a cat crit. You're
Nice.
roll that cat damage.
Yeah, I'm rolling.
I hope you trained your cat in non-lethal damage, I assume.
I thought it would be, but
Yeah. So she's supposed to surrender if she gets reduced to 5 or fewer hit points, but you just knock her unconscious completely. I don't know. What is your cat doing to knock a person unconscious without having them bleed out or something? I'm curious. Cinematically.
Like jumps up on a face.
Just suffocates them with the fur?
I don't know. I haven't, like, it's a bite. Like, maybe just clamps around the neck, but like, and pressures it, like, until she just goes to
He
sleep.
chomps hard.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Okay. Well, yeah, your cat strangles this thief unconscious.
Oh my gosh.
On this person's body while they're sleeping, you do find the belt pouch that the man was shouting about. About 5 gold is in there. And then you notice this individual also has another 22 gold worth of like stolen coins and different pouches across their body right now. Not really any way to know who that gold goes to, though.
Okay. Manacle them, take them to a guard take all of this blatantly stolen gold off of them, hand that to the guard, and turn the prisoner over to him.
So it turns out that cats can steal people's breaths.
Jeez.
It's baby's breaths.
Oh, good God.
Y'all are this cat Herschel combo is powerful.
No, like the really good dice rolls has been really powerful.
Yep.
Oh my God.
I wish I knew what that felt like.
Yeah. Do you guys want to go to
Maybe next campaign
to about 4, and then call it at 4, or
Sure.
a little bit longer?
Yeah.
Since we started late. Okay, cool.
So
All right.
is that just something we came across on the way to the domestic dispute?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
As you're making
that's
your way
awesome.
through the crowd. You got to keep things in good order, you know. You guys are welcome to chat if you want on your way to the domestic dispute, or we can keep moving forward.
I'm gonna pat Chester on the head and tell me he's a good boy.
You know, I
Belmont's
think
gonna
I'm
cry a
starting to
little
like it
inside.
here in Absolam. Everyone here is frail and falls asleep easily.
Jason's just a
After
forehead right
you-
now.
After
Oh,
you
sorry.
pet Chester, Belmont cries a little inside.
Aw,
The good boy. I
Chester,
wanted to be the good boy.
Chester is the goodest boy, yeah. All right. Well, as you guys are making your way to the domestic
Downtown?
dispute, making your way downtown, yeah.
I thought that too.
Yep, me too. You guys keep weaving through the corridors, enjoying the smell of some amazing food that's being cooked, non-goblin food for most of you. And you approach an excavation project, excuse me, and you hear screams erupt from this excavation project. Workers are fleeing through the streets towards you guys, dropping their shovels, scattered across the shovels and pickaxes all over the place. And you notice that in the pit, 4 skeletons actually crawl out of this pit. I guess this is what you get when you hire the people who bid the lowest on the contracts for reconstructing and magically clearing these areas.
Undead workers?
No, these aren't undead workers. What's your
The workers ran screaming.
What's your perception?
I know.
What's your perception DC?
Mine I think is 17.
Actually, just roll me a perception check. I'm curious. While I get this up. Yeah, Bellman's gonna know. Going, kapow.
Boo.
Looks like they uncovered something down there.
All right, and
I hate buying a place and having undead underneath the floorboards.
you know, it's a common thing. You just gotta make sure you spray for him first. You know.
I mean, me personally, that's like a
Very
month's worth of chew toys for free.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
As long as they don't kill me, added benefit.
Got to worry about those splinters though.
And they're not cooked.
I was about to say, they're not cooked. They shouldn't break like that.
Exactly. I'll be fine.
How do you know how these skeletons got here?
Oh my gosh.
All right, I'm gonna import you guys.
Don't
No
judge
burn
me
marks.
where they've been.
Chester, get Godfrey in there.
We are never making it to that domestic dispute.
No, we're fucking not.
You're making good time,
Just not-
right? All right, let me get you all.
Yeah,
set
I
up
mean,
and-
that-
They're
that's
resolving
whole
stuff
thing.
quickly, but
I was about to say that last one only took like a couple of seconds to blow through, but
but you are spending time walking between as well. All right, let me get you guys set for combat.
I
Oh.
just feel bad if we get there and they're like yelling at us like, what took you guys so long after we've like put out a fire that almost burned down the city, stopped a thief, put
Yeah.
down an undead and like a resurrection.
Like, well, you see, this happened. All right. Everybody roll their initiative.
Oh, initiative. I didn't hear that part.
Oh, I have to take Mr.
Chester
Tibbles
will go
out.
a turn.
Yeah, I'm going to take Chester
Yeah,
and Mr.
and
Tibbles
Chester.
out real quick. I didn't realize I marked him in there. There we go. They're out. From your perception checks, you do notice that these are actually old Absolam guards. You notice the uniform design is very similar to what you guys are currently wearing, but definitely an older style and pretty much degraded, torn up, ripped to shreds. But these are old guardsmen that probably died during the earthquake about 22 years ago when this whole corridor got destroyed initially. But hey, there's not a lot of roleplay here because there's skeletons. So you guys enjoy the exciting skeleton combat. I think first up is one of the skeletons, which is exciting for me.
Get them bony boys.
Damn bony boys. There we go. All right. He's going to spend
Jesus.
2 actions making his way to Inara. And his final action, he's going to swing his scimitar lethally because he's a skeleton and he doesn't care about your life. And he's going to roll a natural 20. for a 26
Oh.
to
Up.
hit.
Jesus.
Oh, 17. So close to crit.
No, that is a
That's-
crit.
Natural
That's a
20 is a
crit.
crit, yeah.
Ugh.
I'm going to use a reaction on this one
Okay, what's your reaction?
after damage.
Nice.
It'll be after damage. I can't do it beforehand.
Okay, let me do the damage real
I
quick.
just want to let you know before we press.
14 points of damage with a crit.
I'm knocked out.
Well, wait. So my I'm going to use Glimpse of Redemption
Okay.
as my
Oh, no, I'm
reaction.
dying.
It's within 15 feet of me. You're going to get damage resistance, so it's going to take 1 damage off. In case that might keep you up.
Yeah, well,
Not dead. Okay.
One
So you
damage
get
to
1
keep you
damage off.
Oh, wow, your hit point was
Well,
14.
what?
Nice. Your max was 14. That's
Well,
crazy.
actually, you have a choice, Jared. Either no damage is taken at all,
Okay.
or she gets the 1 point of damage resistance, and he's enfeebled too.
It's a skeleton, so I'm going to go with enfeebled too.
Sounds good.
you want to give me back 1 HP?
But that's my HP.
One
You're
HP.
gonna make me give it back. Jeez.
1 HP.
I think you can go in your character sheet and adjust it, but I can as well. So let me do that for you. Oh, I gave you 10. You don't deserve 10. There we go.
I think I did it.
Okay, yeah, it's good. It's good now. All right, that's that skeleton's turn. So that was interesting. I like the reaction there out of Rebelment. That helped.
Thank you.
It's now Godfrey's turn.
Okay, Godfrey has seen Inara get smacked. So
That was rough.
he's actually going to take a step
That was real rough.
5 foot, and then gonna cast a spell, and we're going to where'd it go?
Oh, you can see 'em all.
Telekinetic projectile. Okay, so we're gonna shoot at that.
This bad boy right here.
Yep, and then going to attack. 14 to hit.
I think it's 1 second. You miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
Just goes right between the rib cage and the hip.
Yep. Just right out the back.
Yep.
Strikes the wall behind it. What'd you hurl at him?
I did telekinetic projectile. So what he does is, sorry, push talk. Stick my hand in my pocket and I kind of pull out kind of like makeshift ammunition that he's kind of come up with. Call it maybe like leather wrapped red lead balls, something like that, something along those lines. Just something that he carries in his pocket to have on hand.
Gotcha.
And then he'll, with a burst of telekinetic power, he picks one up and throws it, or flings it mentally at the skeleton.
Yeah, so it goes through his rib cage, as Jason said, and lodges in the back wall there. Anything else you want to do? I think that was 2 actions. You have 1 left.
No, the telekinetic projectile is 2 action spell.
Yeah, did you already use your 3rd action?
Yeah, I moved a little bit.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Next up is going to be Mr. Herschel.
Okay, I need to get up there and help.
Probably a good idea.
And I'm reloading because my map went away.
No worries.
So I can move there on this turn. And then I'm going to have Chester probably try to get around and help flank.
Okay.
So that's 2 actions. And now Chester can make an attack and I can make an attack.
Go for it.
So Chester will go first. He'll go for a bite.
How rude. Chester hits.
Does an 18 hit?
Yep, Chester hits.
All right, so this is going to be, I think, piercing and precision damage.
Okay.
And that'll be 9 damage total.
You said piercing.
Believe so. Let me double check though. Yeah, biting is piercing.
Okay. You do notice that although you do some damage, how much is it piercing and precision separate, or are they put together?
They are like I do 1d6 plus 1d6 plus 2 piercing, and then 1d4 precision.
How much piercing did you do?
Like it's, I think you combine it all, but I did. Oh, it doesn't actually break down the different dice anymore.
Just roll.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, never mind. Two on the precision and 5 on the piercing.
5 on the piercing,
And then sorry, 7 total from piercing.
7 total from
Because of the
piercing.
plus 2.
So 7 total
Sorry.
from piercing. All right. I mean, you did some significant damage to it. It seems like the piercing wasn't quite effective, but your precision damage helped out.
Okay.
Pushed it through.
And then Herschel's just gonna freaking smack it with a hammer. 15 to hit against flat-footed.
15. Oh, it's flat-footed. That hits. Yeah, because you got Chester
Okay.
flanking. Okay.
Yep. And then ugh, 5 bludgeoning damage.
5 bludgeoning.
Yes.
Nice. You kill it. You murder it.
Smash.
Yeah, just shatters into pieces. Little bony fragments fly everywhere.
I love this job.
These skeletons are unintelligent creatures, correct?
They appear to be, yes. By the way that they're lurching about. Is that all Herschel's actions?
Yeah, sorry, that was all
Okay.
my actions.
Anara, it's your turn. You're chilling at 1 health point, thanks to Belmont with the save there. What you want to do?
I'm hitting the wrong key button. I'm going to heal myself, but I'm going to do the one action one. So I'm going to touch myself. Just put my hand on my chest and heal.
The 2 action one would heal you for more. It'd heal you for an additional 8, and you can still use it on yourself.
Yeah, I'll do that one.
So you use 2 actions to pop it up. I like this new
Yes.
system with 2E, like the 1, 2, 3 action thing. That's really neat.
That's so nice.
It's really great.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your healing. You should be able to just hit the healing button and it'll roll it, I believe.
Well, that didn't work. Hold on.
Oh wait, you're doing the 2 action, right?
It's not. Yeah.
Okay. What is it supposed to roll for you? They still roll.
D8 plus 8.
You can do slash roll space and then have it do it. Let me see if it rolls.
That's the key.
So there you got on a D8. There's a 5 there, and just add in the 8 on top of that, and you're good. Or that works too.
There we go.
All right, then I'll click.
And then
Q,
just
and
hit
then,
that heart and it'll heal you.
Yeah,
Nice.
Full health.
nice. Roll.
Exactly full health too.
That's perfect. You do have 1 more action left. If there's anything
I
you want to
do,
do.
but I don't think I can reach anything.
Yeah, not a lot other than just repositioning
Yeah.
yourself if you want to. If not, you can call it a turn.
One sec. I'm going to cast guidance on Herschel.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, my skeleton's gonna go.
Ruh-roh.
to there using 2 actions. And he's to give Herschel the good old swipe with his scimitar there. Natural 19 for a 25.
25 hits.
Not
Gross.
a crit though, right?
Not a crit. Not a crit.
I'm rolling hot for these skeletons.
Ow.
And you're going to take 5 damage.
Ouch.
What kind of armor are you wearing on Herschel over your uniform?
I'm wearing a breastplate. I'm like a really big beefy dude with the freaking some pretty decent armor, but it still looks like I can move.
Yeah,
well
so
in
he
it.
swings down on you and hits your breastplate there, but slides down to the side and clips your arm as he cuts into you. That's going to be his whole turn, though, because he had to move 2 actions to get to you. And it's going to be Belmont's turn, who's already used a reaction to save the day. What's Belmont doing next?
Go move up to there with the one action. Use second action to say, desist, please stop. There's no need for this. And then the last action to raise my shield.
Raise your shield up. Okay. Your
Yep.
shield is a raisin bran. Okay.
Yep.
This guy is going to, he's going to go there. I'm glad this measures for me. It's really nice.
Yeah.
All right. He's going to take 2 actions and move there. And he's going to take a swipe at Belmont this time. He swings down like an overhead chop towards Belmont's head and rolls a 21 to hit.
21 hits. Even with my shield raised.
Now,
gonna
do you
block
want
it or no?
do you want to use your shield to block or no? Like he said.
Do I have to do that reaction first, or can I do it after I hear the damage?
I think you can do it after you hear the damage, which is going to be 3 damage.
I'll take the 3 damage.
Take the 3 damage? Okay.
Yeah, I'll take the 3.
Wouldn't the blocking, like the hardness, cancel it out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got that
Yeah.
hardness there.
Yeah, I'll shield block. I'll use my reaction to shield block, and because it's got 5 hardness, no damage goes through to me or my shield.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see how that works. If it does it automatically. Hey. Did it hurt you?
Nope, didn't hurt me, and didn't take anything off my shield either.
Okay, so it knows. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, well, there's a little button for raise shield. It's kind of neat. That's his turn, though. His skeleton-y turn. This guy right here, my final skeleton guard. There.
Either way, has to use 2 actions to get to somebody.
Yep. He's gonna go there, and then he's gonna smack.
He's standing on top of the other one?
No, he's above it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then he's gonna smack Belmont. Gonna crush the little guy.
Because he's freaking.
And you have a -2 to your AC because you're currently flat-footed right now with them flanking you.
Okay.
16 to hit.
Miss.
Oh, even with a flat-footed?
I have a normal AC of 18, but because I have the shield raised, I get +2, so I go up to 20, and then with the -2, I go back down to 18.
Nice. I love it. So it's coming in handy. That's going to be their turn. It's going to wrap around to the top, and it'll be this guy right here. This guy.
Oh, the first guy that hit me.
Yeah.
The first
Or-
one's dead.
No, he's dead, isn't he? The
There's-
first
Yeah,
one's
the
dead.
first
This
one
one's
died,
dead.
so now it's Godfrey.
There's one right here. Yeah.
Well, according to the initiative tracker, we have the skeleton
Oh.
guard first that went and
It didn't
smashed
pull it off.
Inara,
One second,
then
I
it
have to
goes
tap- I have
Godfrey.
to tap dead on him. Now he's good.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
Yeah.
tap dead on the tracker. So it'll be Godfrey's turn.
Okay. Godfrey, seeing his friends, his co-workers surrounded there, he's going to kind of lean over and, well, Mr. Tibbles kind of like leans over and like starts. You can actually hear something him whisper something into Godfrey's ear, and then Godfrey will reach out and point, and then cast a spell at this one. It's going to cast Rave Enfeeblement. I need a Fortitude save.
Sorry, from which one? This guy right here?
Yeah, the skeleton that's closest to Godfrey.
Gotcha. Okay, 1 second. What kind of effect is it?
That's a good question, because I'm hoping... I'm kind of hoping yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
It just saps the foe's strength. It's not a mind effect, I don't think.
Yeah, because I specifically stayed away from Evil Eye because it's a will save.
Gotcha. Okay, Fortitude. Okay. Boom. And in this version, they have Fortitude, so that would be a 5.
Okay. That would be probably because under 10 is a...
Yeah.
10 under is a critical failure, so he's enfeebled 3.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
Did you roll your attack roll?
Oh, he did not.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, roll that attack roll.
Yeah, this one's on DC. It's an attack roll, so... Yeah, you still got it.
Yeah.
Still a critical failure.
My bad.
All right. Cool. So he is enfeebled 3.
Oh, look at that. That's... If you crit on the Ray, it makes their success like 1 worse. That's amazing.
It's pretty handy. All right. Anything else what Godfrey wants to do?
And then kind of move over to... And that's me.
All right. Awesome. Herschel, you're up. You have 2 skeletons next to you. One's taking a swipe at Belmont. The other one's swiped at you. You notice that Belmont is flanked, and they're swinging down at poor Belmont's head as he's dodging back and forth out of the way to keep from being cleaven in twain. What are you going to do?
Okay. Let me double check one quick ability real fast. Yeah. So I just need to recheck the support ability of my cat.
Ah.
Okay, so basically, for enfeebled 3, he'd take a -3 penalty to any strength-based rolls and DCs. So
the lucky thing for me is that I have it in here, so it's going to take it off automatically, so I don't have to use my brain.
Oh, fair enough. I was actually looking for myself because I wasn't sure. So
gotcha.
Cool.
Okay, I'm going to move Chester there with my command and have him use his support ability, which means if I strike an opponent, they become flat-footed until the end of my next turn.
Flat-footed so to you or to everybody?
To everybody.
Nice.
If I hit them. So like he's flat-footed to me right now, but if I hit him, then he'll be flat-footed to everybody till the end of my next turn.
Gotcha.
So I'll do my strike now with Herschel. And that's with flat-footed.
That hits. You cracked this thing right across the side.
Another 5. Another 1 on my D6. Okay.
All right.
So he'll be flat-footed now to Belmont.
What kind of damage is that? Bludgeoning?
Bludgeoning, yeah.
Gotcha.
And then, sorry, that technically would have been 1 higher. Not that it matters.
He crumbles to dust.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and use my second attack, which my light hammer is agile, and I haven't hunted prey on this one. So I'm just going to use my normal. So it's going to be my attack -4, so +3.
Ooh, yeah, I think you hit.
Yeah,
19,
19 against
solid.
This one.
Roll that damage. Yeah, you
And
just
6
crush
bludgeoning.
it. You just swinging away,
Oh my
crushing through,
god!
one-shotting these things. Jeez, dude.
I love how my cat did like 12 damage and the resistance was so high that it was still standing, and then I just do minimum and it's like popping them.
Yep. You're taking them out.
Oh my god.
That's awesome. And Nara, it's your turn. You see Herschel just crush through with one swing. He goes through both skeletons in front of him. Just cleaves them in half. And they shatter to the ground. It is your turn.
Yeah. So the last one that's left,
right here,
I'm going to Divine Lance.
Nice. Roll that attack.
Nice.
That's going to hit. Okay.
7 damage.
Yeah, you take it out. You crush it. And it too explodes in a shard, like a bunch of shards of bones everywhere, covering Belmet.
Perfectly good waste of a good bone.
Yeah, Belmet, you're just surrounded by a pile of bones right now.
Is he salivating?
A little bit.
Is Belmet having to fight from like, oh man, I'm in front of my peers. I really probably shouldn't take one of these bones and pocket it.
Yeah, he's eyeing one of the intact femurs laying on the ground like, this would be good, but not only is it bad because of my peers, but that's somebody's body. I can't just desecrate somebody. He was a person once. Be strong.
Nice.
You could be like, let's bury these. And you can come back later.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
that's
the
great.
thought definitely crosses his mind, but he knows we don't have time for this. We need to go to that domestic dispute and maybe get there.
Yep. You guys head towards the domestic dispute.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get you to that part, and then we'll call it after that. Before you actually get into acting on it. You know what's coming.
Are we going to actually get there?
You might. We'll see. Yeah, you get back on the road. You let the workers know that it's safe. They can come back, and you start heading towards that domestic dispute. You know that they've got to be pretty angry by now. But as you close in on where the sergeant told you to go, you hear high-pitched shouts and the sound of breaking glass emerge from a narrow wooden building, painted with mystic runes. A woman in a floppy, wide-brimmed hat stands outside the door, arms crossed and tapping her foot impatiently. She looks up to the sky in exasperation and snaps, "Finally! It took you long enough!" And that's where we're going to end it.
It's exactly what I thought was going to happen.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So that was a good little run to get practice with the mechanics and get used to your characters. I think the next couple ones are going to have an increase in the actual role play, which is going to be kind of cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let me get this going real quick, and we can roll out and chat for a second. One sec.
So Herschel's making a bit of a debut for himself.
For sure.
Keep slapping everybody.
For sure.